evening, everyone. I have taken a little break for the last couple of months and haven't been giving you videos on Monday night. And I had a lot of people say, we miss you. So I decided to start again, but this time a little bit differently. I'm going to give you some examples of why a mortgage broker, for those of you who don't understand why you would use a mortgage broker over a bank. Number one is we want to share with you some success stories over the next few months of how we have changed people's lives, which is our mantra that we use for the past 20 years, because truly we have been changing people's lives. Part of the reason is we have had 20 years worth of experience in all the problems that can come up with mortgages. And so that means figuring out how to solve the problems that you get yourselves into. And we consider it a challenge, and we consider it fun. And once we solve one problem, then we know how to solve it the next time. So here's a good example that happened to us over the last month. A client came to us and said that the bank appraisal was nowhere near what it should be. This is a common occurrence, actually. People believe they see what's for sale in their neighborhood, and they say, my house is worth this. Now, that can be problematic too, because sometimes just because a house is listed at a certain price, you don't know what it's sold for. But let's say you do know the actual pricing of your neighborhood. Bungalow compares to a bungalow, and the recent sales usually are within 30 to 60 days. But in this case, the appraisal, this client bought their house 2 years ago, paid $475,000 for it, and 2 years later, they had put $100,000 into their home. So they thought, hey, we looked at the comparables in our neighborhood, and our house should be worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $600,000. Now, just because you spend money on your house doesn't necessarily mean that you will get dollar for dollar. That is very important for you to realize, and really do the things that will make a difference if you're trying to pull equity out of your house. In this case, the appraisal came in 2 years later after they had put $100,000 into their house at $525,000. The clients were very upset and horrified that the appraisal came in so low after they had put $100,000 into a new kitchen, new bathroom, new windows, and they were actually fairly insulted that it would come in so low. Now, they weren't 100% sure when they came to us whether we could get a higher value, and I said it's worth a shot because we've had it where many, many times the appraisal that we order comes in at a much higher value than a bank appraisal. We've had it $100,000 to $150,000 in high-end properties, which can make a huge difference if you're refinancing. When you refinance now, you can only go up to 80% of the value. And if you're trying to pay off debt, you want to make sure that you get rid of all the debt and not have some debt left over. So the good news in this story is that we got the house appraised for $50,000 more than the bank appraised it at. That meant that the client could pay off all their debt and had some remaining money for another improvement, because aren't we always improving our houses? There's always a project on the go. So good news story. The other thing is, with values increasing and interest rates decreasing, the clients actually got into a lower interest rate for the next 5 years, 0.5% lower than they were currently paying. And the better news yet is their mortgage payment is essentially the same. Yeah, absorbing that extra $100,000 in debt with the reduction in the interest rates, they're paying the same amount of money. So my message to you tonight is never take one answer. Why would our appraisal that we ordered be different, any different than the bank? I don't know. I have some conspiracy theories on that. But anyways, I'll leave that for another day. Maybe they like us in debt. Maybe they don't want to pay off a line of credit because they make more money. Maybe they don't want to pay off your visa. I've seen it before. So whatever the reason is, we got her done, and the clients are happy. Nice low payment. They're good for another 5 years. And that's what it's all about. It's trying to find the best solution for you each and every time. And there are no stupid questions, and there are not one answer that you have when you're dealing with us. We have 100 different products, work with 100 different lenders, and we have a solution for everyone. Or if we don't have the immediate solution, at least we can put you on the right path. So that's it for this evening. Have a great night. Happy Monday. Happy snowy Monday. And we'll talk to you next week with another great success story. Bye for now.